Are you sick and tired of grinding your badges and need someone to grind them at a cheap, reliable price? Make sure to go check out Wishgrinders on Twitter. Link to their website will be down in the description. They are one of the fastest and cheapest badge grinding services in the 2K community. Yo, before we start the video, someone hit me up on Twitter, Cheefaa. They are doing a gift card giveaway on Twitch, so make sure to go check them out. Link to their website will be down in the description. They are a grinder when it comes to 2K and really chill, so if you guys like those type of people, then I would totally recommend checking this person out. Totally nice and a good 2K player to watch. Yo, what's good YouTube? It's your boy JC coming back with a brand new video for y'all today, and in this video I have for y'all the best methods in NBA 2K20 to get yourself shooting badges. Now, I specifically seen comments that were asking for how to get shooting badges, and in this video this will explain the easiest ways to get yourself shooting badges within a couple days. Now, I know there's videos that say instantly get badges in one day or something. That's if you do a glitch. Now, this is the best method you can do in MyCareer, Park, whatever, to get yourself these badges. And as well, if you do already have some badges, I'll be explaining how to start off with specific badges, what each of them mean and do, and what badges to stay away from. So make sure y'all stay throughout the whole entire video to make sure you aren't missing anything important for you if you are looking for shooting badges out here. And as well, before we start the video, you all have been crushing that subscribe button lately, and it would just mean the world if you all are new here, if you can hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We are so close to 20,000 subscribers, and once we are hitting 20,000 subscribers, I am doing a giveaway of 250,000 VC. Any platform, it does not matter. I'll hit you up if you do end up winning, but please go down below right now and hit that like and subscribe button. Enough of the talking, let's get straight into the video. Alright, so first off, we're going to be explaining the badges you want to start off with. Maybe you only have like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 badges, or maybe you have 20 already, but you're just struggling to get the last end of your badges. So in this video, I'll be explaining how to do all that. So let's start off with the badges. If you say you have a couple badges, now the 4 main badges, I would really think that it's very significant that you should be using these badges is quick draw, range extender. I'll show you on quick draw, range extender, difficult shots, and deadeye. These 4 badges are the primary badges to get when you're starting it off the bat. So what I'd really recommend starting with if you are literally just making a brand new build is getting yourself quick draw to at least gold or Hall of Fame before you upgrade any other badge. Why I say that is because you want a fast jump shot to get off your shot and release. Now, some of you all are like, well, you need other factors like catch and shoot or deadeye in order to make the shot for sure. Well, I'm just saying, if you just started making a build and you have a couple badges, start off using quick draw. Then I would start to recommend using limitless range, aka range extender. That will basically help you shoot from farther distance. That is a primary factor in this video because range extender, you won't be having to shoot right behind the arc. Now, 5 months ago when this game just came out, I remember myself struggling to get these badges because I literally had to stand maybe an inch off of the line. If I was behind the line by a foot, I was not making the shot because it was just so hard. So I understand in this video, you all need as much help as you can get. So I'd really suggest getting range extender second. Now, when it comes to deadeye, deadeye is going to be your 3rd badge you want to get. Deadeye is basically shooting in people's mouths. Basically meaning you're contested, their hands up, or they're jumping at you when you are shooting the ball. So basically I'd recommend this as well as your 3rd badge to max out. Now lastly, our 4th badge to max out if you have a short amount of badges is difficult shots. Difficult shots will help you out if you're leaning or fading from any type of shot, whether it's mid-range or it's a 3-pointer. Now I'd really recommend getting this badge maxed out as well because this will really help you out when it comes to park and you're going to the corner fading. That is a very significant shot, and I do that shot all the time and it always goes in because I finally timed up my jumper and as well I have it on Hall of Fame. So now those were the 4 primary badges. Now let's get into the other badges once you do end up maxing. So basically in the top left corner it says catch and shoot. I would have that in bronze or silver. Like the other 2Ks, you wanted catch and shoot on Hall of Fame. Not this year. Catch and shoot just needs to be activated for what it's at, bronze or silver, because you're going to be catching and shooting in the park. Now when you're in the park, I would maybe, if you have your badges max, recommend putting it at gold at least, but silver you're fine. I'm chilling with it. That's what I've been working with. And now let's get into green machine. Green machine basically happens after you make 2 green releases. So once you get those 2 green releases in the game, does not matter if they're in a row or if you miss one in between. Once you just hit those 2 green releases, it's over. You're going to be making almost every shot you take, and it will be green. Thus, it's going to be a Hall of Fame, which is a better chance of it happening. Now let's get into Hot Zone Hunter. Hot Zone Hunter is for the people out there that have hot spots on the court. Now, if you don't have hot spots, go watch my other video. Just search up JC Gaming Hot Zone Hunter hotspot glitch, and that video will come up, and I'll explain how to get yourself those hotspots very easily. Then Hot Zone Hunter, I would just recommend having it at gold or Hall of Fame if you'd like, but primarily at gold for me. It basically just boosts your shot percentage in a hot zone, and I have hot spots in every single spot on the court besides like half court and down low in the paint. So this is a very significant badge for me. Now let's get into volume shooter. Now volume shooter, I would say, is the 5th or AK's the 6th man in a way, because I just said 4 badges primarily. So this would be the main badge to go with after the 4th one. So volume shooter is basically boosting your shot percentage after every shot you take, whether it's a make or a miss. Very, very crucial when it comes to park. You will be greening and hitting every shot if you take a bunch of shots. You can literally chuck up half-court shots, and your percentage of your shot will more likely go in the next time. Now, I can't guarantee you it's 100% go in, but it's a higher shot percentage than what it was before. Now, last but not least, we have Tireless Scorer. This badge just needs to be activated, almost like catch and shoot, but it literally needs to just be activated. You do not want this above bronze. I'm telling you that. There is no point. I know you will be tired in MyCareer games, but when it comes to park, you're really not always tired unless you're in ISOing or you're on the 2s court. So if you're playing 3s, don't even have this badge on. But if you're playing MyCareer 2s or 1s court, then have this badge just activated. That's all you need it for. It just, let's see what the description says. It improves a player's ability to make shots when fatigued, meaning when they're tired and they have no bar and they have no Gatorade on their bar. So basically that's a rundown for all these badges. Now let's get into the second half of the video, which we're going to be going into a game, and I'm just going to be showing you the best ways to get badge points easier. Now there's a bunch of ways you guys can do this. Literally, I have a bunch of ways. I'm probably not going to name all of them in this video for you all, but just think of something that works for you. There may be something in this video that doesn't work for you, then don't do it. Don't stress out about it. I hated doing that because I always stressed out about doing a specific method where it worked for someone. It was like a gem for them, but for me, it was horrible. Like, I was stressing out so much about it and I couldn't get it to work. So don't worry about it. There's going to be multiple methods in here, and as well, if you find something yourself that seems to be working, go ahead and do it. Now I have one more thing to say about this. If you're doing a method, it's not going to work the whole entire game. I'm sorry about that, but you're going to have to switch off methods. That's why I'm naming multiple methods in this video. You want to maybe like switch off every 2 times you make the shot, doing that way, because eventually the computer will get smarter and smarter when doing this. And as well, I forgot to say before we started up the game, you want to have this on All-Star or Pro. It does not matter. Not matter, but matter. Either of the two do end up working the same when it comes to offense difficulty. It's just All-Star gives you a better point system, and as well it's just a little harder on defense, which does not matter in this video. So that's basically a rundown on that, and let's get into our first step or method. So basically this is going to be called cherry picking. I'm sure most of you know what cherry picking is, but it's basically you're going to be just like above the 3-point line anywhere. I'd recommend the corners, but sometimes if your players are bad at passing, they will not be able to make it down court. So as well, you have to rely on the other team on missing the shot, because if they do make the shot most of the time, this is pointless. Now I would recommend one thing, and that is to go into a 3-2 zone, forcing them to shoot more shots on the outside. Now if you're playing a good 3-point team right here, like that guy right there, that's a 3-point shooter, then this is going to be pointless, and it's just going to be given that they're not going to like miss their shots. But if you are basically the whole entire time having the other team miss the shot, then cherry pick where you're staying just above the hash mark on the other side of the court, and the other team will end up, your team will end up chucking the ball down court, and you'll be able to spot up for that catch and shoot shot. So it's very significant right here. The next step I'm going to get into, well, after that dude just literally bear hugged me and tried stealing it, which he ended up doing, is going to be fast break points. Now this is for the people that do not want their teammate grade to go down from an F or whatever. They just don't want to see that they have their team take over all the way. This is basically you're going to be playing defense every single time, but you're just going to be running right when they do end up shooting the ball. So right as they release the ball, stop doing what you're doing and go ahead and run on the other side of the court. So we're going to do this right here, right now. And as you guys can see, I'm not really trying in this game. I have my badges max. I'm just trying to run through this with you all. But once they shoot the ball, you're just going to end up spotting up somewhere on the other side of the court, and you're not going to lose a teammate grade from doing this if you do end up having it on a zone. Because if you have it on man, your guy might be in the corner, and 2K is just going to want to screw you over, saying, oh, you're not near your guy. So I'm just going to be calling screens right here. This is a go-to thing for me to do. When you call for a screen, they don't always leave you, but sometimes they will back away. You just hold it down again, and they will eventually back away. So you just have to keep on waiting to do that. And I wasn't even paying attention to my shot clock. I had my mic in the way, so my bad for that. But you just have to be really, really patient when it comes to these methods. If you're forcing it all the time, then nothing will work. I guarantee it for you guys. I usually, when I was in the grind mode for this, I was literally spotting up around 45 to 60,000 points. Now in this video, I might get like 18 to 20,000. I'm literally just trying to run through everything with you just to show you how to do it. I'll show you guys examples of making the shot once or twice, because I know I just don't want to be missing every single shot explaining to you how to do it, because you might think that, well, geez, this guy can't even make a shot. How is this going to work for me? I have the cold spell right now. That's alright. I'll get out of it. But basically, you want to have catch and shoot on silver. Why I recommend that is because for fast break and as well cherry picking, you're going to be going down court where you're going to need to spot up and shoot it. So that's why I really recommend doing that. And as well, let's get into the next method. Now this next method is calling for a screen by a random person. It does not matter who it is. Don't just hold down L1. You're going to hold down L1, and then you're going to click the right R1, the right button, and it's going to call for a screen. It's just like an invisible screen. I actually just learned out how to do this maybe like a month ago or something, so it's still pretty new to me. But what you're going to do is you're going to pass it to someone, and then you're going to click L1, and they're going to get you a screen, and you're going to fade to the corner. Does not matter if it's mid-range or 3-point, and you'll be able to knock the shot down easily. So I'm going to be fading right here, and that's where difficult shots comes into play. I'm telling you all, that's a good method to do right there. You're going to want to, like, if you can speed boost, and you're just going to run to the corner and fade. Now let's try this one more time. I'm going to show you all. It's not always consistent when you are running and fading in the 3-point, but if I'm going mid-range right here, check this out. Green bean every single time, just like in the park. Now if you are really good with this and like it works for you almost every single time, literally I recommend you getting corner specialist. Corner specialist is a badge where if you shoot a higher percentage in the corner than you do other spots. Okay, I got subbed out right there, but I'm back in, and now I was talking about how to call screens. So what I'm gonna do right here is I'm gonna pass it off, and I'm gonna click L1, and it's gonna screen for me. So you have to get it right, you have to get used to it, but you'll be able to fade in the corner, and it's just very easy to do. Now, most of my shots I'm taking too, let me just explain this real quick, are basically contested in my mouth. So once you get Deadeye to a gold or Hall of Fame, that's gonna be a crucial part of this, because you'll know you'll be making most shots contested, and if you don't have the badge, then you're screwed and you're not gonna be able to make most shots you take. Now let's get back into this screen. You're gonna pass it off to the left side, you're gonna click L1, and then you're going to go to the corner and call for it. So right there, as you saw, I got contested. My guy didn't set me a good screen, but if you get a good player to set you a screen right here, I'm just gonna run to the corner, and look at that. Every single time you can do that fade, do whatever you want, but the corner is a good spot for me in career. So I'm thinking closely about changing one of my badges to make sure I have corner specialist on, because that's been playing a crucial role for me lately, and I would really suggest it for you guys too now that I'm thinking about it. But right here, I'm just gonna fade just a mid-ranger, and I somehow missed that. I didn't get the green right there, so that's all right about that. You're gonna miss some shots you take, so don't worry about it. You'll make most shots, but this is where tireless scorer comes into play. See how I'm flashing red? This is when I'm going to be making most shots now, because I have tireless score on. So I'm going to try to fade to the corner right now, and we'll see what happens. I'm going to call for a screen, then I'm just going to go one way and then go the other. So I'm calling for a screen right here, going the other way. I'm going to go to the corner, and watch this, just fade every single time. I know, like I said before, you won't make every single shot, but with tireless score on at bronze, it will be a better percentage than it was without it activated. Now, last but not least, one of the last methods I have in this video for you all is the pullback. You're just gonna flick your right stick backwards when you're dribbling up. It really does create a lot of space, like you saw right there. I literally just gained so much space from that. And as well, he stole that Darren Fox. Dude, I swear to God, this dude keeps on stealing it when I'm trying to talk to you guys. But I'm just going to do a pullback right here, and let's see what happens. It usually does create space. If it's on a good defender, that may not work always. As you can see right there, I was open on that, but I just didn't complete the limitless range shot. But it does create so much space, and it does get you an ankle breaker sometimes. So that's a really good move to do. And as well, I'll show you guys just a pullback, hop, step backwards, and this works like a lot of the time too. If you're just in one spot and you just want to pull backwards, you're gonna hold down R2 and you're gonna flick the right stick down. So I'm just gonna pull back right here, and it creates space. So if I was able to hit those shots like I just did right there, then that's a great way to get yourself open to hit deep range shots. Now, if you really don't have limitless range or range extend or whatever it's called, sorry, I keep on saying the other thing, but if you really don't have that, then you're not going to be able to take most of those shots, or if you do take them, you won't be able to make them. So that's basically it for this video on explaining methods to get yourself high percentage shots that you're going to be making, where you're going to be getting a good amount of badge points for shooting. I'll be making more of these videos in the future for playmaking and all those, finishing and defending, because I did end up making a new build. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Make sure y'all comment down below what you want to see more videos from me. I'm just down to really make whatever you guys want to see content wise, so just let me know down below. And that's pretty much it for this video. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out.